علاش اللي قرا بكري وعلاش القراية في الجزائر حشوة. So along with me we are going to answer these kind of questions, and meanwhile you are going to develop your listening skills as an English language student by listening to this audio, of course. And another, of course, I'll be trying to use as much simple words as I can. So you can listen to this audio while you are driving to work, going to university in the morning, cleaning the house, or enjoying a break at the end of the day. So yeah, my friends, studying in Algeria is something we all do, or we all did, but not necessarily like. It is a quite good topic to talk of it, isn't it? So yeah, hi, this is me Walid from LC, and this is LC Pod, the first episode. So starting with the very basic thing is that why do we study in the first place? Why go into those ridiculous boring classes every day? And most of the people go just for the sake of writing their names on that glorious presence list, like, hi, I do physically exist, but not consciously, of course. I'm not consciously existing in this classroom, but physically, yeah, I do. And the very easiest answer to the question why do we study is obviously to have a job when we grew up, is obviously to make money and to have small happy family in the very near future when we finish our studies, of course. But the sad fact is that here in our beloved Algeria, it is hard, or it is more than hard, as a matter of fact, to find a suitable job and start making money, isn't it? So here it comes, the first strong argument that shows why studying in Algeria is wrong, which is not having a suitable job in the future. So why would I study? And I believe this first strong argument is quite controversial. Why controversial? Controversial يعني جدلي ولا debatable. Yeah, so because yeah, it is true that there is a very small chance to have a job here in Algeria when we finish our studies. But nevertheless, we should not bear in mind that we need to study for the sake of winning a job at the first place. I mean, like, looking in the short term, my friend, we need to study to get good marks, to compete with other students, to make our parents proud, and to improve our mental strength. Let me repeat this sentence because it's so very essential, or it's so very important to study for the sake of improving our mental strength. Yeah, because the more we study, the more our brain develops. Cool. And the second strong argument why studying in Algeria is wrong is that the failure of the whole educational system. Yeah, I believe this is a pretty much worldwide thing, and it would take us so much of time speaking of the failure of the whole educational system. However, I do believe that the poor choice of the curricula for all the school levels is the reason behind the failure of the educational system. Like the Algerian ES, the Algerian educational system, kills the creativity. Yeah, like 100% our Algerian educational system kills the creativity by misunderstanding each and everyone's personality and what does he like to do in the future. Yeah, like seriously, not everyone likes mathematics, not everyone likes Arabic literature, and not everyone likes history and geography. Yeah. Another thing that, or another sub-argument why our educational system is a failure, because there is a lack of innovation in teacher education. I mean, it stands to reason that if learners are changing, teachers must change too. Like, more specifically, it is time to modify the teachers to reflect the demands of the modern classrooms. Like, there are practice and policy change taking place worldwide, and many driven by educators that address the cultural shift in the classroom. Yeah, because what I mean here is that we do have so much of the classical teachers here in our schools, and we need to change them because the educators or the learners are changing. So we need to change the teachers, or the old teachers, to change the way of teaching. Yeah, our new teachers are seriously have that kind of creativity to teach people. So yeah, we need to change those classical teachers. Yeah, so and the way we currently assess learners is not working. Like seriously, the way we currently assess learners is not 100% learners. يعني كيفاش رانا نقيموا المتعلمين، يعني الطريقة اللي نقيموا بها المتعلمين راهي seriously wrong. It's not working anymore. The current assessment system does not accurately measure the progress of individual learners. Like we should be searching for assessment options that can implement tech, gather information, and account for the differences among learners who take the tests. I mean, the initial cost outlay could be so very high, but it is some kind of a fair assessment system to help deliver brighter minds for the future. Yeah. Cool. So returning to the third argument why studying in Algeria is wrong is the superficiality of teaching by professors and encouraging the demand for private lessons at the expense of the formal lessons. Yeah, what I mean by that is that there are some teachers, I'm not generalizing, but I'm saying some teachers that do not they are not currently do 100% efforts when they teach people, and they encourage them to do private lessons at home. For example, we have a teacher and he's teaching his students, yeah, and he says, okay, my students, you can come to my house and I can private lesson you for some money and you will get good marks. Like seriously, we got this here in Algeria. Yeah, I'm not generalizing and I'm not saying all the teachers do that. However, we do have. Yeah, so let's contradict ourselves here for some moment, my friends. Think about the exams coming up and the role of education in our life if you are studying. If you do not study and if you finish your studies, think of the role of the education in our life. Yeah, seriously, studying and gaining a good education will always help us, no matter what our career path is. Yeah, because an educated man is always respected in society. Yeah, seriously, let's repeat that again. An educated man or an educated person, a man or a woman, is always respected in society. Yeah, I believe that there's a long point of view. However, it is it is true to the certain point that an educated man is always respected in society. Yeah, and I do believe also that the more we grow up, the more we understand the importance of studying. Yeah, because if you want to study something, I mean, someone, for example, who wants to study English and he starts to learn English by himself at house. If you want to study, you will motivate yourself and you start studying it until you make it. Yeah, but we don't really like to study in the school or in university or at university because we feel bored. We feel like we don't really have future or bright future. But as I said, do not bear in mind that you need to study to have a suitable job in the future. You need to study to improve yourself, to improve your mental strength. Yeah. And I'll be finishing by saying this thing. يعني هذا حديث نبوي شريف عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال: ومن سلك طريقا يلتمس فيه علما سهل الله به طريقا إلى الجنة. So yeah, this is it for today's podcast, my friend. I very much hope you enjoyed listening to it. Please do not forget to tell me your opinions about studying here in Algeria. Is it wrong? Is it good? Is it whatever you think? And we may interact down in the comment section. So do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Every social media we have, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube or TikTok. Yeah, so do not forget to hit the subscribe things and those things and that. Share this content with your friends and see you in another episode.